And there are calls for the operation of the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant to ensure sufficient energy supply. But DOST Secretary Mario Montejo has added his voice to those who oppose this nuclear operation. Freddie Abando filed this report.
The Bataan Nuclear Power Plant was never operated since it was completed in 1983 for safety concerns. It was mothballed in 1986. It cost taxpayers 40 billion pesos, and from the Ramos to the Arroyo administration, several attempts to activate the nuclear facility failed. One proposal called for its conversion to a natural gas-fired power plant. The government spends 40 million pesos annually to maintain the facility. With the growth of the economy, the demand for power has been increasing in recent years. Power experts are projecting a possible shortfall of power supply in 2015. Zamboanga City Congressman Celso Lobregat is pushing for the facility's activation to cover the possible shortfall of power supply next year. Bataan's capacity is 620 megawatts.
If this is open, it will not solve the immediate problem, but at least it will solve the energy problem in the medium term. Plus, it will provide a cheap source of power.
For now, there is no decision on the possible activation of the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant, although the scientists at the Philippine Nuclear Research Institute are in favor of nuclear power to generate electricity. It could take some time to determine if the plant can be operational, time to address the safety concerns and its viability and sustainability.
The PNRI supports the inclusion of nuclear power in the energy mix. But being the National Nuclear Regulatory Body, the Bataan Nuclear Power Plant has to go through a series of regulatory process. And that has not been done yet because the utility has not applied for a license to continue the construction and go on to the operation. We know that the KEPCO, under a Memorandum of Understanding with NPC, undertook a technical feasibility study of the plant. And there were several conditions that need to be done before the plant could be rehabilitated and be operated.
However, DOST Secretary Mario Montejo is not in favor of the nuclear facility's operation. Montejo Baird, the world's biggest users of nuclear power, are slowly shifting its use to other facilities fueled by renewable energy. Japan, after the Fukushima meltdown, and Germany, which has slowly developed solar and wind power.
I'd like to cite some development outside the Philippines, especially nuclear, that maybe the two most advanced countries with regard to nuclear energy or power generation from nuclear, which is Japan and Germany, are veering away from use of nuclear. Even Japan, that has been very, very dependent on nuclear because of what happened to Fukushima, has a program to increasingly reduce their dependency on nuclear. And that includes also Germany to eventually be nuclear free.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.